fight. Trying to see where this life take me, so I roll the dice. Look up to no one else, but yeah, I was shy. I got real power, Hebrew Israelite.
Heal. So all you gotta do is listen and do what we show you right now, and you could be converted and healed. So do you know any laws according to the Bible? You don't know any laws. All right. Thou shalt not kill. You ever heard of that?
Oh yeah.
Thou shalt not kill, steal, etc. So you don't know any more than that? All right, let's get this brother the dietary law. All right, they give me numbers 15 to 38.
Book of Deuteronomy, chapter 14 and verse 8.
Bring it out.
And the swine.
And the what?
And the swine.
Right, the swine is the pig. Read on.
Because it divided the hoof, yet cheweth not the cud, it is unclean to you.
So you eat pork? Sometimes. The Lord is saying a pork is an unclean animal. So you can no longer eat any pork. That makes sense? Read on.
It is unclean to you. You shall not eat of their flesh, nor touch their dead carcass. These you shall eat of all that are in the waters. All that have fins and scales shall you eat.
Do you eat seafood? What type of seafood you eat? Shrimps, okay. Now, do the shrimp and crab legs, do they have fins and scales? No. So according to the Bible, you can only eat things that have fins and scales. If it doesn't, then God said you could that would be a sin. All right. Remember earlier we established whatever the Lord said we have to do. This is the reason why we at a low estate. It's simple stuff like this. That's not hard to not eat no pork for the rest of your life or shrimp. But guess what our people do? They make an excuse. They say, shrimp? We got to put down the shrimp. No, I was raised on that. You tripping. And they peel off down the street. But you're going to have brothers like you through the spirit that's God-fearing to say, you know what? I'm able to put that down for the better. Again, this is long-term change. This is not something that's short-term. All right? So no more pork. Neither seafood without fins and scales. It must have fins and scales on it. You got that? You can do that? God will praise to the Most High. Bring this out.
It's the book of Numbers, chapter 15, verse 38.
Bring it out.
Give me Leviticus 19, 27.
Speak unto the children of Israel and bid them that they make them fringes in the borders of their garments.
Do you know what fringes are? Fringes is, the things every brother up here got on a shirt. All right, those are fringes. You could look up on Google Hebrew Israelite fringes and they'll pop up. Read on.
Throughout their generations, in that they put upon the fringe of the borders a ribbon of blue.
Right.
And it shall be unto you for a fringe.
Right. So this is for a fringe. Read on.
That ye may look upon it and remember all the commandments of the Lord.
Right.
And do them.
And what?
And do them.
What we got to do?
And do them.
So this is a physical reminder to have you to keep the commandments. Somebody might ask, hey, what are these? You let them know, hey, I'm an Israelite. Right? That's who I am. I have to keep God's commandments. We have to come back to who we are. Because, brother, we're not black people. All right, that was a lie. Black is the color of my jacket. We have brown skin.
Right.
We're not African American. That's two last names of a so-called white man. Right? You got Leo Scipio Africanus. He defeated Hannibal in the Second Punic War. And you have Amerigo Vespucci, which was an Italian mapmaker. All right, of the known world. So these names, they're not in our culture. What's your last name? Jones. That's a slave name. Jones. All right. What's your first name? Huh? Daryl. Okay. Daryl. All right. That's not an ancient Hebrew name. That's a westernized name. So these names that was given to us in captivity and slavery. We have names that the Most High gave us from the foundation. All right. So, yeah, you understand that with the fringes, you able to get you some? Okay, all praise to the Most High. All right, bring this up.
Leviticus 19 and 17.
Bring it out.
Down.
27.
27.
Bring it out.
And it says, you shall not round the corners of your heads, neither shalt thou mar the corners of thy beard.
Right, so you can't shave your head, Bob. neither can you mar into your natural beard line that the Most High is giving you. Right? So you shave? Nah, not really. Okay.
I just get a man.
Okay. Now you can't shave your beard off. I'm not saying you shaving it.
Yeah.
I'm just saying in general, if you want to shave, you can't shave it off. Neither can you mar into your natural beard line. So your natural beard line is a line that your hair just won't pass up. You know, like if you was to not get a line up for 5 years, your hair might grow a specific way with a specific line to it. You don't want to mar inside that. You know. So like no 5 o'clock shadows, all right, or the ludicrous, all right. When he had the braids, you getting the lines and cut in between,
All right.
right? Yeah, you getting a Nike sign in your beard. Can't do that. Even underneath here, you see where you got the bumps out underneath here. You supposed to make sure you got all of that even underneath there, because your body is gonna tell you that this hair is not supposed to be cut. That's why you got razor bumps. Those razor bumps, also the scientific word is pseudophilitis, all right, which is when you get that haircut, all right, they get inflammation in the skin, and it causes those. That's why it causes it to get real bumpy and irritating. But that's really your body showing you that, guess what? You're not supposed to have this haircut. All that hair is supposed to be kept. Right. You see certain brothers that got the razor bumps is real bad, and they can't. Sometimes they get incurable. So that's the Most High telling you you're not supposed to shave that hair off. Now you could trim it low, but you can't. You don't want to cut it. So even underneath there, anywhere where it's like those bumps, even underneath here, you want to make sure you keep that. All right, you can do that. I'll praise to the Most High.
You shall not make any cuttings in your flesh for the day, nor print any marks upon you. I am the Lord.
Right.
Do not prostitute thy daughter to cause her to be a whore.
Right. So I know you said you had your name tatted on you. Tattoos would be a sin. You knew that? Okay. So you probably did that a long time ago. All right. Certain brothers, they got tattoos, but when you find out that you can't get tattoos, you got to repent. You got to change. No more tattoos. All right. You smoke? What you smoke? Weed? Now, why do you smoke weed?
I thought it was stressful.
It's stressful. Okay. Give me Genesis 1 and give me verse 28 and give me 1 Corinthians 3:16 and another brother hold Sirach 38 and 9.
1 Corinthians 3:16.
Bring it out.
Know you not that you're the temple? Know you not that ye are the temple of God,
Right.
and that the Spirit of God dwelleth in you?
Your body is the temple, and the Spirit of God could dwell inside that temple. All right. So you want to watch what you put into your temple, which is the Lord's temple ultimately. Read on.
If any man defile the temple of God,
What?
if any man defile the temple of God,
What's ways you could defile your temple? You know, tattoos, drugs, smoke. Because your temple is what? You just read it. Temple is your body. No, your body is the temple. All right, your body is the temple of God. So if you defiling the temple, meaning you defiling your body, having sexual intercourse with prostitutes and whores, that could defile your temple. I'm not saying you're doing that. I'm just saying. No, I'm not saying you're doing that, brother. I'm just saying those are ways you could defile your temple.
I know that's.
All right. So I mean, it's a plethora of ways you could defile your temple. Being inflamed with wine.
Right.
You drinking all day, every day. Okay. I mean, it's not a sin to drink, but you can't get drunk. But smoking is a sin. All right.
Him shall God destroy.
Him shall what?
Him shall God destroy.
And the Lord destroys people. All right. A lot of these young rappers, the reason why they get killed, because they be high. They be high, lacking in a car, and somebody come up and shoot them, and now they dead. So marijuana is an herb that was created for you to consume. Let's get that in Genesis.
It's the book of Genesis, chapter 1, verse 29.
You know?
And God said, behold, I have given you every herb bearing seed,
Right.
which is upon the face of all the earth.
And a lot of the marijuanas, they don't even got seeds now. So you smoking some, you don't know what. That's how people get laced. They don't turn the same. I mean, fentanyl is in that. So, hey, the Lord really having mercy on you, brother. Because the most I could have had somebody, the weed man or wherever your plug, laced that with something. Now you turn up dead. So the most I is showing you mercy by even keeping you alive. So read on.
And every tree in the which is the fruit of a tree yielding seed,
Right.
to you it shall be for meat.
It says what?
To you it shall be for meat.
What do you do with meat? Do you smoke meat? What do you do with meat? If you have a steak, what do you do with it? You said freeze it? Now if you want to eat it, I mean if you want to consume it. When you cook it, then what? If you hungry and you have some meat and you want to get that meat into your body, what's the way you do it by getting into your body? Do you put it in your ear and you let it digest? I'm saying, but what way though? You eat it, right? So marijuana is a herb. Herbs are used for meat, meaning for you to eat it. So smoking is, you can't smoke marijuana. If you do consume the herb marijuana, it has seeds in it, it fits all the criteria. It has to be for medical reasons only. All right, if you sick, you know, people use it for glaucoma. You know, it's an antidepressant. So that's what it's used for. Got a piece of arthritis.
2nd Ezra 9:26.
Check it out.
So I went my way into the field, which is called Ardath, like as he have commanded me, and there I sat among the flowers and did eat of the herbs.
Yeah, what?
And did eat of the herbs.
He was smoking it.
And did eat of the herbs.
So Edris, guess what? He went into the field and he ate of the herbs.
Right.
All right, he wasn't lighting it up, rolling it up with some paper. It's more than that.
Of the field, and the meat of the same satisfied me.
Yeah. And it satisfied him. The Lord said it was meat. All right. So that's what you have to do. And we know it's stressful. It's going to be stressful in this captivity. It's not meant to be happy, you know, live a good time. You should be mad that you're in this captivity, brother. Right? Give me that in Ecclesiastes 7:7. You seeing your people in this oppression, this hellhole, because we in hell. Look at our communities. We don't got nothing. You from Chicago? Yeah, we don't got nothing here, man. No job opportunities. People hating on you. Can't have nothing. All right. All of this is curses that's placed upon us. Now, why are these curses placed upon us? We went over it. How do we get in this position? What did we do? What about God? Right, we didn't serve him. And that way we didn't serve him because we didn't keep his what? His word, but it started with a C. His commandments. His laws. Alright. Read this out.
This is the book of Ecclesiastes, chapter 7, verse 7.
No.
Surely oppression maketh a wise man mad.
The Lord said,
Surely oppression maketh a wise man mad.
read that again.
Surely oppression maketh a wise man mad.
This oppression makes me mad, man. Every day I wake up here, I get angry, brother. I can't stand this place. All right? We can't prosper. You got, like you say, you got people hating on you. You got evil spirits trying to attack you every day. You could be minding your own business. You can say, hey, man, I don't want no parts with these evil spirits. I'm just trying to serve the Most High. They still going to attack you.
Still.
All right? They still going to try to overthrow you, enter into your mind. You got to deal with that while you teaching the word of the Most High.
Right.
You got to deal with the nations at your job.
Right.
You might have a wicked woman.
Right.
You got to deal with her.
See that?
You got to deal with Eve trying to get after you
See that?
and trying to take your soul from you.
See that?
All right. You probably got people got children and children disobedient.
That's a fact.
So there's so many things in one, brother. This will make you angry. You gotta pay taxes. You gotta pay bills.
Right.
Rent,
Right.
phone bill.
Right.
If you don't, all that stuff gonna get cut off, brother.
See that?
All right, you gotta be around fake people all the time. So this oppression should make you mad. It said, surely oppression maketh the wise man mad. Read on.
And a gift destroyeth the heart.
And a gift is destroyed the heart. There's so many gifts that the so-called white man has gave us, and we forget about oppression. The Lord, the so-called white man gave us food stamps. We say, okay, we'll take that. I'm good. All right, we think we living our best life. So-called white man say, if you got good credit, you could get a nice car. We think this is heaven. All right. He give us a little bit of freedom to go somewhere. You might go to Florida, Texas. We think we free, brother. Whole time, we shouldn't have to pay to go nowhere on this earth. God gave us this whole earth for our joy.
Right.
But you got to pay to go somewhere. Right? So you don't want to let a gift destroy your heart and overthrow you and think, because that's what the so-called white man is going to do. He's going to give you the NFL. All right? He's going to give you the NBA.
Right.
He's going to give you fan and say, here, hey, bet on this. You could possibly win. He's going to give you the lottery. You could possibly win $1 million. And but whole time that gift is tricking you and deceiving you. Only gift you want is the gift of Yahweh Shai, man.
Right.
Which is many different gifts of the Lord.
Right.
You have prophecy.
Right.
That's a gift. Right? Exhortation. Faith. All right. Alms. Charity. Mercy. These different gifts that the Most High could give you, and the chief gift is the kingdom of heaven.
Right.
Which we living for every single day. So you don't want to let that overthrow you. All right. So we got some more commandments for you. Let's get a Sabbath day for the brother. Exodus 20 and 8. Right.
It's the book of Exodus, chapter 20, verse 8. Remember the Sabbath day to keep it holy. 6 days shalt thou labor and do all thy work.
Right.
But the 7th day is the Sabbath of the Lord thy God. In it thou shalt not do any work, thou, nor thy son, nor thy daughter, thy manservant, nor thy maidservant, nor thy cattle, nor thy stranger that is within thy gates.
Right, so God created everything in 6 days and he rested on the 7th day. So we have to rest on the 7th day as well. Do you know when the 7th day of the week is? It's not Sunday. That was a lie. It is Saturday.
Right.
All right, Saturday is the 7th day of the week. So when the sun goes down, brother, you finna be in what you call the Sabbath day.
Right.
All right. Again, the Sabbath day is a day of rest.
Right.
No buying on that day. No selling. No walking the streets. All right, drinking, doing smoking, having fun, turning up. That's a day of rest. That day you supposed to be relaxing. You gotta work tomorrow. See that? Even on the Sabbath day, it's no working, you know. But you didn't know. So, but what you can do, you could go into your job because it's mandatory. They can't have you work against your will. So all you gotta do is let them know, hey, I'm an Israelite. I got these laws that I follow, and they have to respect that.
Right.
I can't be working on the Sabbath day. I have to have this day of rest. I can work any other day, but I can't work on this day. And they can give that. They gonna give you that day off. All right. But again, this the Lord's holy day. This day you're supposed to be reading, praying, studying, right? Meditating in the field, maybe getting into some scriptures, anything that's profitable for your spirit. All right. Bring this up. Exodus 22 and 16.
Exodus chapter 22 and verse 16. And if a man entice a maid that is not betrothed and lie with her.
Right, so you have a wife or a woman, girlfriend, 3 of them. All right. So basically you just, you got 3. You talking to all 3, or you just, on a serious note, do all 3 of them know that you talking to them? Nah, they don't know. All right.
They all at work though.
You said what?
They work at the same job.
I work at the same job. All right, brother. Now, brother, we done been there and done that before, brother. So what you gotta do Yeah, if you serious. If you serious. Now if you're not serious, we'll
Maybe one might be serious.
alright. Now the woman that you looking for that's serious, now one, we don't recommend getting them at the job. Alright? We don't recommend them getting it at the job. It depends on how old she is, your age. Alright, we might not want to, because we want to have you to get the best option. You know, a lot of these women in this society, they toxic, brother. They only want you for your money. They loudmouth. They don't have no value. Yeah. All right. Yup. Loudmouth, don't have nothing. They ain't know nothing for real. Want to party, tee up. Got children. So, brother, you want to be very careful dealing with these women. All right. A woman is not something that you just could play around with. A woman is very dangerous. All right, give me Proverbs 31:3. Give me Ecclesiastes 7:26.
Bring it out.
Okay, you bring it up.
Ecclesiastes chapter 7 and verse 26 in the NLT. I discovered that a seductive woman.
That a what?
That a seductive woman.
A lot of these women, they seductive. All right, they walk and they give you that look. All right, they got no clothes on purpose. All right, some of them be married. All right, kids, body all out. Whole time, that's a demon that's really trying to seduce you and turn you away from the Most High God.
All right.
Read on.
And it says, I discovered that a seductive woman is a trap more bitter than death.
Say what?
Is a trap more bitter than death.
That's why a lot of these Eves, and guess what? They play mind games. So, dang, why you ain't called me yesterday? See, you must be having other women. They gonna try to play those games, right? But why you ain't text me? See, you got too many hoes. No, I'm just gonna cut you off right now. Now you gonna chase her. All right, it's all a mind game. All praise to the Most High. All praise. You got certain men they chasing women. Yeah, with their tongue out, like they thirsty, like a dog. Yeah. All right, a woman, she might friends on you the whole time. You know, she's really interested. She's want to see if you're gonna apply pressure. That's awful. That's evil. Right? Okay, he's not gonna apply pressure. On to the next. Read this.
Her passion is a snare, and her soft hands are chains.
Or what?
And her soft hands are chains.
Right? She might, you're Daryl, right? She's like, hey, Daryl, I see you got a cut today.
They do that every day.
See that? They do that. Hey, Daryl. All right. They gonna do that, brother. Whole time. All right, that's good, brother. You don't want to pay them no attention. Because if you do, they gonna wrap you around with a chain. All right, have your mind jammed up. Then let's say you get into a committed relationship, and she just go deal with somebody else. Now you heartbroken and scarred. Now you don't want to work. You're depressed. All right, you're always in the shower. All right, eating ice cream, playing Jodeci. Right? I just want my friend back. All right, soul music child. That's how you gonna be, brother. All right, read on.
Those who are pleasing to God will escape from her.
It says what?
Those who are pleasing to God will escape from her.
How they escape the wicked woman?
Those who are pleasing to God will escape from her.
The only way you're gonna escape from a wicked woman, you have to please the Most High. That's the only way to escape a wicked woman.
Only way.
They all out here. They everywhere.
They everywhere, brother. You are not going to escape unless you please the Most High. That's why a lot of these men, right? You know, you have those one friends. They always talking about females. All right. That's because they're not serving the Most High, and the Most High is using those women as a punishment, as a whooping stick. So read on.
But sinners will be caught in her snare.
But what?
But sinners will be caught in her snare.
All right, the Most High gonna say, all right, you want to sin? You want to break my commandments? I'm gonna give you a wicked woman, and now your life is destroyed.
Right here.
See that? They right there, brother. They everywhere. And the crazy thing is, a lot of them are hid in disguise. A lot of them appear to be beautiful. All right.
In your corner.
In your corner.
Got your best interest.
Got your best interest. All right. Lovely, soft voice. Nice words. Can cook. So clean. Rub your feet. The whole time, that's a demon. Read on.
This is my conclusion, says the teacher.
What did Solomon say?
This is my conclusion, says the teacher.
Solomon was a wise man. He was the wisest man on earth. He had experience with women. He had 1,000 wives. All right. So he would, if anything about the woman, he would know about it.
Hey.
Read on.
I discovered this after looking at the matter from every possible angle.
From what?
From every possible angle.
Solomon, he's sitting down. I gotta look at this from every angle. Solomon studied this. He studied the woman. You got a lot of men now, they trying to say, man, I wonder what's actually going through a woman's mind. Well, guess what, brother? Solomon already searched that out. He looked at it from every angle. Read on.
And it says, though I have searched repeatedly, I have not found what I was looking for.
What?
I have not found what I was looking for.
Let's see what he was looking for. Read on.
Only 1 out of 1,000 men is virtuous.
It says what?
Only 1 out of 1,000 men is virtuous.
He found 1 man out of 1,000 to be righteous and upright. Read on.
But not 1 woman.
What?
But not 1 woman.
What Solomon say?
But not 1 woman.
Read on.
But I did find this. Yahweh created people to be virtuous, but they have each turned to follow their own downward path.
See that? So he said, out of 1,000 men, I found 1 righteous. Out of 1,000 women, I found none righteous. Yeah, brother. See that?
Woman is a snake.
See that?
She's a natural born snake.
So, brother,
Family, neighbors, everywhere.
You want to be careful, brother. You really want to get a God-fearing woman. If she don't know her nationality, if she not keeping these commandments, and you don't even want to deal with her, don't deal with these women in the world. Get you a righteous woman that actually is a God-fearing woman.
Right.
That's virtuous.
Right.
All right? Because if not, you're going to get with a woman at your so-called workplace. She don't fear God.
American standards.
She not reading her. Exactly. She's Americanized. You're going to get bit. And that bite, everybody don't survive that fatal bite.
Venomous.
All right?
Direct 25 and 13 in G&T.
Pick it up.
No wound is as serious as wounded love. No troubles are as serious as the troubles that women cause.
See that? No trouble is as serious as the trouble that women
Just went
cause.
through it. Yes, sir.
See that? So a woman is better than death.
She is death.
You said what? Nothing's wrong with women. It's a problem with wicked women though.
Right.
Not every woman is wicked. We're just saying majority of them are wicked.
Right.
You believe that, sir? See that? He don't believe that. He's Americanized.
Right.
Yeah, that's because you under bondage. Are you the man in your household? You share your household.
He stopped. He might get good.
Wow.
At least he stopped. It worked for 32 years. At least he stopped.
Well, it's only working because she said it's working. If she wanted to divorce you right now, you would literally be confounded. And she would go get another man that's probably better than you, brother.
By tomorrow.
So, brother, you say you're gonna divorce her. Well, it's better to be in that position than the other way around. Now we reading the Bible. We reading the King James Bible. We reading wisdom about women. Now, like we said, all women are not wicked. We're not saying that. You have righteous women out here, but majority of the women on this planet are evil. It's in their nature. That's how God created them. Now read Proverbs 31:3. What? No, we're not saying that. We're just saying pick the woman you deal with wisely. Why would all men be gay? Read this.
Why does it say that?
It's the book of Proverbs, chapter 31, verse 3.
Read out.
What?
Give not thy strength unto women.
It says what?
Give not thy strength unto women.
Now you could be with a woman, but do not give your strength to her. Do not tell her everything about yourself. You got certain brothers just telling her everything. all right, yeah, I got this and that. Do not do that. You have to have some type of preeminence and discretion about yourself dealing with these women. Don't give your strength to her. Don't tell her your whole heart. All right? Don't tell her everything about you. Because the moment you do that, that's the moment she got you, brother. She's going to use that against you. Now she got you, brother. You had that happen to you, correct? All right, we doing?
Give not thy strength.
Now it's good advice. You just said shouldn't every man be gay?
That's just kind of
All right, she don't know what's going on. Read this.
Give not thy strength unto women,
Right.
nor thy ways to that which destroyeth kings.
Yeah, a woman has the power to destroy a king. Look at King Solomon. He was destroyed because of a woman. He was the wisest man on the earth. Look at Samson when you read the book of Judges. He was the world's physically strongest man on the earth. And guess what? He got taken down by a woman. Look at King David. He was a mighty man. He got taken down by a woman. A lot of these top men, the way to take them down is a woman. All you got to do is send a beautiful woman their way. All right? And they could be deceived and taken down.
White House on down, brother.
White House on down.
White House on down.
That's why you have, as a man, you have to be able to have self-discipline and temperance and self-control and control your sexual lust. All right? If you're able to conquer that, the world is yours, brother. Give me second Esdras. Well, give me first Esdras 4:26. You got a precept? All right, bring it up.
First Esdras chapter 4 and verse 26.
Bring it out.
In the GNT, some men are driven out of their minds on account of a woman,
Right.
and others become slaves for the sake of a woman.
It says what?
And others have become slaves for the sake of a woman.
When you read First Esdras, the 4th chapter, you had 3 men, Zerubbabel and 2 other wise men. They did a research to see what is the strongest thing on the earth. All right, one of them said the king was the strongest. Another man said wine, and another man said woman, but the truth bear victory. So a woman is actually stronger than a king and wine, because many men have been made slaves for their sake. You have certain men on the planet right now, they are slaves to the woman. And her secret part, all right, her private members. You don't want to let that have you become a slave. And I just need a girl, right? I need a woman. Yeah, Trey Songz spirit. That I need a wife spirit, right? I need a girl spirit. You don't need that. You need the Most High God.
Right.
Read on.
Others have been put to death.
Others have what?
Others have been put to death.
You know how many men die because of a woman? You know how many men go to jail because of false accusation of a woman? Right? Oh yeah, somebody you was talking to my girl, I'm gonna kill you.
I see it every day.
Every day, brother. Right? It's other men, they would get jealous at you. You might not even have interest in a woman. But just because she's looking at you, hey, they'll get mad at you.
Right.
Say, who you think you would just get all the girls, huh? Right? It's cool, watch this. I'm gonna snake him after work. See if he get girls then. That's all. Read on.
Have ruined their lives.
Have what?
Have ruined their lives.
Many men have had their lives ruined. Right? PJ Washington, his life is ruined. All right? His life is messed up. You have certain basketball players. Guess what? They don't even play basketball no more because now they got a baby. All right? Top college players, they was finna go to the league. Now they can't do it no more because they got a family.
Chris Brown, Rihanna.
See that? Chris Brown.
Mike Tyson.
Mike Tyson.
What's her name? Oh, girl, help me out. Somebody. Old school. What's her name? Robin Gibbons. This is real. Kelly. All the rest.
Yeah. Bill Cosby.
Bill Cosby. Oh, keep going. OJ.
So a lot of men's lives have been. You don't want to let the woman ruin your
It's
life.
serious. It's serious.
Read on.
And it says, or have committed crimes because of a woman. So now do you believe me?
Yes.
So we got to take heed to this advice. All right. Is it more than that? That's it. All right.
And it says, the emperor's power is certainly great. No nation has the courage to attack him. But once I saw him with Apami, his concubine, the daughter of the famous Bardicus. While sitting at the emperor's right, she took his crown off his head.
She what?
She took his crown off his head.
You had a king, he had a concubine. He let this woman take his crown off the head. The Lord said, let no man take thy crown in Revelation, the 3rd chapter. So your crown is your preeminence, your dignity, your manhood, your ability to serve God and keep the commandments and get the kingdom.
Right.
You don't want to let nobody, no man, child, granny, mom, cousin, uncle, take that crown from you. You doing?
She took his crown off his head, put it on her own, and then slapped his face.
And what?
And then slapped his face.
See that? Imagine that. You let your woman take your crown off your head, put it on, and smack you in the face. And you got a lot of men, they'll do that. They'll let it, they'll just, well, I mean, I can't really put my hand, I can't be the wife. I can't really do nothing. Alright? Nah, that's all, brother. You don't want to let, your woman shouldn't even dare to think that about you.
Right. Respect, disrespectful.
That's how much respect you want to have set down. You know what?
Then slapped his face with her left hand. All the emperor did was look at her with his mouth open. Whenever she smiles at him, he smiles back. And when she gets angry with him, he flatters her and teases her until she's in a good mood again.
Yeah, that's what you call a simp. Right? Your woman get mad at you, you tell about some, baby, what's up? What's wrong? What did I do? She say, shut up, stop talking to me. Now you heartbroken. Now you in the car sad. Man, I gotta go get us. I gotta make this right. Brother, you didn't do nothing wrong.
Right.
She's the problem, not you. What you need to do is cut her off and get the hell away from you. Alright? And she's gonna get a rude awakening later down in life.
Right.
That's why you have to shoot yourself as a man. Give me Isaiah 46:8. More on that.
Gentlemen, if women can do all of that, surely there can be nothing stronger in the world. The emperor and his officials just looked at one another.
Right? They was confounded. They looking at her like, damn, this is true. And this is advice that's BC time, brother.
Right.
And we still, as a society, a lot of our men still haven't even figured this out. They don't even know about these wise words. And if I wouldn't have read Sirach, man, hey, I'd probably be still lost. Alright? If I wouldn't have never read Proverbs, these accounts, hey, I'd probably be still lost, brother. That's why the Lord has set these things up for our learning.
They'll get you.
Alright?
They will get you.
Yeah, they'll
Got
get
stabbed
you.
in the chest and Harvey. They something else, jealous.
Yeah.
I mean, non-stop, none. You gotta get away. Man.
This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 46, verse 8.
Out.
Remember this, ensure yourselves men.
And what?
Ensure yourselves men.
Now, brother, do you know how to be a man according to the Bible? What's the definition of a man according to the Bible? Do you know? Let's go to 1 Kings chapter 2 and verse 3.
You know.
1 Kings chapter 2 and verse 3.
You know.
And keep the charge of the Lord thy God, to walk in his ways, to keep his statutes and his commandments.
And his what?
And his commandments.
How to be a man?
And his commandments. And his judgments and his testimonies, as it is written in the law of Moses, that thou mayest prosper in all that thou doest, and whithersoever thou turnest thyself, that the Lord may continue his word which he spake concerning me, saying, if thy children take heed to their way, to walk before me in truth with all their heart and with all their soul, there shall not fail thee, said he, a man on the throne of Israel.
Start at verse 2. Now, you have to keep the commandments to be considered a man. You want to start at verse 2?
This is the book of 1 Kings, chapter 2, verse 2. I go the way of all the earth. Be thou strong, therefore, and show thyself a man.
And what?
And show thyself a man.
Oh, a weak man.
And show thyself a man.
A real man is going to keep the commandments of God.
Right.
So, brother, you must keep these commandments.
Don't sell out.
Alright? You can't sell out. These commandments is your strength. Alright? The Lord your God is your strength. If you don't have the Most High God on your side, you're weak. Alright? You will die. You will be like the rest of these men, lost, giving their strength over to the woman. Alright? In captivity, getting locked up. You must keep these commandments. This is who you are. All right, that makes sense? Now, what's some commandments we went over today? You remember?
See you later.
You don't remember none. So, brother, how you gonna keep the commandments? You forgot it all. You tired? You
I've
don't.
been at work since 6:30.
Okay, okay. You remember? You don't remember none though.
You gotta make sure that
It's the truth.
Mhm.
Right on time.
Court.
Court. Make sure to stay away from the bad women.
So yeah, oh yeah, let's get that in Exodus 22. So brother, all those sisters that you drive, you gotta cut them off. All right, it's gonna be hard, but you gotta be disciplined. All right, you can't don't deal with none of them. All right. Now, if you do lay down with a woman, that according to the Bible, sex is marriage. So if you do lay with a woman, you have to take that woman as your wife.
Right,
And you can't divorce her unless she commit adultery on you.
right.
All right.
Exodus 22 and 16.
Bring it out.
And if a man entice a maid that is not betrothed and lie with her,
Say you lie down with one of those women. You don't.
he shall surely endow her to be his wife.
You have to make that woman your wife.
Right.
If you don't, the Lord is going to judge you severely. Whether you get hit by a car, straight bullet hit you, you're paralyzed, you will get judged. So you got to be careful with these women, brother, because let's say if you had a daughter, how would you want a man to treat your daughter? With respect. You want your daughter to be one of the females the dude is talking to at the job, just running game on her, saucing her up. No. So you want to treat them the exact same way.
Because if you don't, you'll use the system and get brainwashed and mentally kidnapped by the system to go after you. And she's your enemy.
Hey, that might happen, brother.
Come on,
Anything
fellas.
can happen.
She's your enemy.
So, just right now, you want to chiefly focus on the Most High.
Right.
All right? Don't get distracted. Focus on building yourself up, getting to learn who you are more,
Right.
more commandments, and everything's going to go off from there.
Right.
All right? And we be out here every Saturday. We really be a little bit more down there for it, but we be out here every Saturday. So if you got time to check us out, check us out. We got a flyer for you. And we got a starter pack.
Elder. Starting. You got a starting pack.
What's going on, bro? You know you're an Israelite. You're God's chosen people. Alright, so we're gonna give you a starter pack. We got a YouTube on there. Alright, Lord willing. And you start repenting, Daryl. We know you can do it, brother.
Right.
Alright, you got potential.
Right.
Alright, you gotta lock in. Alright, most I willing, babe. Your brother look into that information. You got a question back there? What's your nationality? Are you Italian? Okay, you believe in the Bible? Okay. Your father's Italian? Alright. Now, Italians, do you find the word Italian in the Bible? You don't. Because, are you an Israelite, brother? Why? Because Italian is a newly created word. So, do you know what the Bible consists of? Because how long you been believing in the Bible? Okay. So you full-blown Italian, you're not mixed with nothing? Full-blown Italian. Alright, well, unfortunately, the Bible wouldn't be for you. Alright. You said what? You gotta get into the history of the Italians. Your people's history, that's what's for you.
Right.
Roman Catholics, yeah, you want to get into that.
Right.
But this Bible, because the Romans are the Italians, they helped crucify Christ. You say you want to switch? Switch what? You want to switch religion? Hey, do whatever you want to do. Boss. Hey, give me Jeremiah 16:13. All right, where the Lord said, believe that's Jeremiah 16:13. We have inherited lies. Oh yeah, 16:19.
This is the book of Jeremiah, chapter 16, verse 19.
Freaking out.
O Lord, my strength and my fortress and my refuge in the day of affliction, the Gentiles shall come unto thee from the ends of the earth and shall say, surely our fathers have inherited lies.
What are you going to say?
Surely our fathers have inherited
Say
lies.
that again.
Surely our fathers have inherited lies.
Hey, that's what's happening. Because you don't know what to believe in. You've been inherited a lie by saying you could believe in this Bible.
Right.
You could believe in this scripture.
Right.
This Bible is only for a specific group of people. It's for the Israelites, the Jews. But what the world has done has took this Bible and made it as an opening for all nations to believe in it, when that's not true. A Chinese man can't just pick this up and just start believing it. Alright? Or an Italian. What if I was to come over there to Italy, I start doing this stuff y'all doing, I'm trying to be like y'all, I'm saying, hey, I'm an Italian now. Can I do that? No. It's the same thing. So the reason why you lost is because America and your ancestors, they have literally fed everybody. The whole earth has been drunken off their philosophy and their different doctrines. That's why you don't even know what to believe in. You don't even know what's the right way. You brainwashed. Is Islam the right way? What about Hinduism? Right? I don't know. What about Irish? Alright? So what you gonna do about that? You don't know how to go through it? You gotta find something. How old are you? 17? See that? Hey, your fathers have inherited lives.
Right.
Alright? And the Italians, y'all gotta get ready for slavery.
Right.
Alright? Because y'all helped crucify the Lord.
Right.
You know? Alright? Well, chiefly the Italians, they had hand in the slave trade.
Right.
Alright? So all of this negativity, things that your ancestors have done, somebody has to pay for that.
Right.
Well, you're the offspring. You're the descendants.
Right.
So did your ancestors pay for what they did? They're dead. So who's gonna pay the tab?
Right.
Are you willing to pay that tab? Why not?
All right.
I don't want to be a part of the problem.
What solution is it gonna be though? It's not gonna be a solution. Yeah, I'm telling you what it is. Never gonna be a solution. As the world keeps going on, things are gonna keep getting worse and worse and worse and worse until the Lord Christ comes back, which is the so-called black man. And in His kingdom, you're gonna be a servant. You're gonna be a slave for what your ancestors did. That's just the truth.
Right.
Give me Revelation 13:9.
All of them.
Revelation chapter 13 and verse number 9.
Freaking out.
If any man have an ear, let him hear. He that leadeth into captivity.
You that what?
He that leadeth into captivity
You know what?
shall go into captivity.
Now what?
shall go into captivity.
Didn't the Italians lead so-called black people into captivity?
Right.
They have to go into captivity.
Right.
You know what?
He that killeth with the sword must be killed with the sword. Here is the patience and the faith of the saints.
That's righteous.
Right.
Eye for an eye, tooth for a tooth. All right. Whatever you give, you receive. All right. Whatever you get, that's what you put
Get
up.
it back.
So I mean,
Cute about
that's
that.
pretty much all we got to tell you. We don't really got nothing. But you got any questions? All right.
He knows. He knows. He knows.
Alright.
He knows. He knows. He knows.
Hold on, brother. How you gonna shake his hand, brother?
Huh?
How you gonna shake his hand?
No, I just said he knows though.
Yeah, he knows.
He knows. I'm talking about that part. He knows.
Are you got any questions, brother?
He knows.
You know you.
Talk.
Okay. So you know you're an Israelite?
Not quite sure.
You're not quite sure if you're an Israelite? Right? You believe in the Bible?
Yes, sir.
Right? How long have you been believing?
Wow. Probably about since about right here.
Yeah. So have you been reading and studying it?
Of course.
Okay.
Not like I should, but I try because I'm dealing with a lot of medical stuff. I got hit by a car in Evergreen Park. So it's a lot of physical therapy, go here, go there.
For sure.
But when I get a chance, I try.
For sure.
Just talk.
Okay.
Tell them
Well,
things.
Well, your history is actually in this book. Right? If you on this side, brother, right here, according to the Bible, you will be a part of the lost tribes of the children of Israel.
Right.
Right? We have our nationality, our heritage. It's all in this Bible. We have to come back to who we are.
Right.
Because like you said, in America, we've been brainwashed. We've been conditioned to think that we somebody when we're not. Our identity has been stolen from us.
Right.
So, due to our disobedience to our God, God has placed curses on us. Give me Daniel 9:11. And with these curses leading up, and that's on us forever, this is what you have in 2024. This is the curses of the children of Israel. Us as a people. All right, bring that up.
This is the book of Daniel, chapter 9, verse 11.
No.
Ye all Israel have transgressed thy law.
It says what?
All Israel have transgressed thy law,
You know what?
even by departing, that they might not obey thy voice. Therefore, the curse is poured upon us.
The what?
Therefore, the curse is poured upon us.
Is the curse good or bad, brother? It's bad. Guess what? We got curses placed upon us.
Right.
This, and we, not only that, even with these curses on us, we still disobedient. Alright? Hey, well, your mom, she kind of whooped you, kind of at least straighten up a little bit.
Man just died, and we're going through a family probate over the house, division,
Yeah.
a bunch of real life, hands-on fellas stuff.
See that?
Real. Now, when I came from that life experience perspective, gentlemen. I'm in it right now at 53. I'm in it right now. My mom just died.
All praise, you know, to the most you get to experience that.
Thank you.
You know?
Sir.
Nevertheless, hey brother, hey, this curse that devoured us, we in these curses and we still disobedient. We still hard-headed. At least, like we said earlier, at least you'll kind of straighten up a little, get your act together for a little while. But, and we are stiff-necked people. That's a curse, brother. Did you know that? Let's go to Deuteronomy 28:54. You listening, brother? Deuteronomy 28:54.
Deuteronomy 28, verse number 54. So that the man that is tender among you and very delicate, his eye shall be evil toward his brother.
It's what?
His eye shall be evil toward his brother.
Alright. So what we bringing out, baby? Do you feel like black people is cursed or blessed? Huh? How you think we blessed? Okay, I mean, he might bless us, but as a people, how are we living today? Or we might have a blessing, or some people might be special. That's what you're saying. Yeah. For sure. I see what you're saying, but I'm saying, like, as a whole people, how are we doing as a people? If we messed up, how's our communities? It's like, that's what we read though, you know? It's a we can't be blessed and we out here killing each other. Our families divided. Feel me? People hate each other. That don't go on with the white people. That don't go on with the Chinese people. Like, why is it only us? It's spread it. It got worse. We're gonna show you why it got worse though, brother. Because in slavery, and you have something called the Willie Lynch letter. In that letter, the slave masters, yeah, they physically had us in slavery, but they knew that they wasn't gonna be able to physically have us in slavery forever.
Right.
So what they did, while we was in physically slavery, they messed with our minds mentally. So that after these chains come off, we still gonna be slaves. That's why when the shackles came off, we was conditioned to hate each other. Light skin versus dark skin. The women against the men. Alright? Children against their parents. They divided and conquered. So as soon as them shackles go off, hey, the slave master, he ain't have to worry. We still gonna buy Gucci. We still gonna buy Louis.
Right.
We still gonna stun and flex on our own people.
Right.
We've been enslaved. We still gonna try to get a nice car. We're gonna go broke to get a nice car to try to please somebody else. It's all mentally. That's why we gotta change our mind. Now read this. Hey, brother in the back, you listening?
And it says, toward his brother, and toward the
Read that from the top.
so that the man that is tender among you and very delicate, his eyes shall be evil toward his brother.
What?
His eyes shall be evil toward his brother.
Now, what do that sound like? Having an evil eye toward your own brother. That's black on black crime.
Right.
Hatred.
Right.
Because me and you, although we don't got the same mom and dad, we still brothers. Right? We still the same people. You feel me? At one point in time, we might not even know each other. We still, okay, get together, go play, etc. We can't even do that now. Alright? It's where you from, what block is you from? Is you from over east, out south, up north? And we all divided. You know what?
And toward the wife of his bosom.
And toward the what?
And toward the wife of his bosom.
Right? How do we treat our women now? Right? We used to treat our women with respect. Right. Yeah. Yeah. It is jacked up both ways. Alright? But our women, that's having the fact you want to treat someone with respect if they respect themselves. If somebody don't respect themselves, you're not going to really respect them like that as much. Although you should. Nevertheless, the women, they don't respect themselves. The men don't respect them.
I respect the women.
They respect themselves. Exactly. That's how it's supposed to be. But we get that she a thought. No, I'm not even respect. I'm going to just cheat. Because if a woman act right, you're going to come to her with a different approach. Versus a woman that's really out here, you're going to come at her with a different approach. You're not going to be all sweet coming to a woman that didn't been ran through.
Right.
You're going to try to do the same, use the same game.
Bro.
But a woman that try to dress on, right, she saying she mind right, smart, you're going to come a different way. Now, even in a household, you know, we got an evil eye toward our woman. Right? Even mom and dad was probably arguing growing up, fighting, right? The mom say, I'm gonna take the kids from you. Alright, go somewhere else, you don't get to see your pops like that. So this all evil curses that's happening to us for our disobedience. You know what?
And toward the remnant of his children.
And toward the what?
And toward the remnant of his children.
So even our men, they'll have an evil eye toward their children. You know what?
Which he shall lead.
Which he shall what?
Which he shall lead.
So as our fathers in the household growing up, as a people, they lead too early. Yeah. Right. 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 They do. Right. Right. So again, all of this, brother, is a curse. Alright, this is the generational curses that's on us. Now, do you know how these things happen to us? Because we disobeyed our God.
Right.
God gave us certain laws. God gave us a law to love your brother as you love yourself.
Right.
Since we didn't follow that, God said, okay, I'm gonna make you hate your brother. God said, hey, keep his commandments. No smoking. Alright, no eating pork, tattoos, etc. We did it anyway, God curses. So a lot of these things that's happened to us, God is actually punishing us until we get it right and we come back to God, start doing what he's telling us to do. Then this stuff gonna slowly but surely stop happening. That makes sense? We're gonna read another curse. Give me verse 68.
Verse 68. And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again.
Now, Egypt represents slavery. Because before we came over into America, we was in Egypt. And we were slaves for the Egyptians. We built up the pyramids, the Sphinx. So God said, I'm going to bring you back into Egypt, meaning slavery. You know what?
With ships.
With what?
With ships.
How do we come over into America? Y'all know? By boats. That's in the Bible, brother. This is how we know our history is in this book. You know what?
And it says, whereof I spake unto, by the way, whereof I spake unto thee, thou shalt see it no more again.
Right, we're not going to see our homeland again. Our homeland is not Chicago, right? We're not even really from this side of the world. We from the whole other side. We haven't seen Israel, all right? All we know is the hoods. You know what?
And there you shall be sold unto your enemies.
Right, when you get out those slips, you're going to be sold into your enemies. Who is we sold to?
Right here.
When we got off those slave ships, who was we sold to? What people?
European.
Europeans.
Right.
So God is telling you who your actual enemy really is. All right? Your enemy is not your own people.
Right.
You're supposed to be sticking together.
Right.
The real enemies is the people who brought you over your own ships, put you in chains,
Right.
brainwashed you,
Right.
took those chains off,
Right.
and still oppress you to this day.
Right.
Because still to this day, we gotta follow them, brother. We gotta work for money with a white man's face on it.
Right.
If you notice all the money that you getting, it's not. Why is our people not on these fields?
Right.
Guess who on this? A white. You know George Washington was a slave owner, right?
Right. 800 slaves.
300 slaves.
Got a baby by one.
See that? Thomas Jefferson was a slave owner.
Oh, right.
Andrew Jackson, Ulysses S. Grant,
Right.
Abe Lincoln.
Right.
They said Abe Lincoln never told a lie. You really believe that?
That's a lot.
Come on, man. Let's be real.
Edomite.
He never told a lie.
It's like his father.
Come on, man.
Right.
Nonetheless, brother, we still slaves.
Still.
We just slaves mentally.
Right.
All right, read this.
And it says, for bondmen and bondwomen, and no man shall buy you.
No man is gonna save us. Only person that's gonna save us is Christ.
Right.
And Jesus Christ, according to the Bible, is a black man. Did you know that?
Right.
You knew that? Yeah, he is. Let's get Revelation 1:14. Right, he is. We're gonna show you, because a lot of people think that's Jesus. All right, the so-called white man. But that was another lie set up. See that? Read this.
This is the book of Revelation, chapter 1, verse 14.
No.
His head and his hairs were white like wool.
What?
Was white like wool.
Christ had white woolly hair.
Right.
What people have wool texture hair? You know what wool is? Wool is like sheep hair, right? It's kind of fluffy,
Right.
huh? Like nappy a little bit. The right black people got so-called woolly hair. A hair like an afro. You ever seen an afro? That's hair like wool.
Right.
You know what?
As white as snow, and his eyes were as a flame of fire,
He had red eyes. You know what?
and his feet like unto fine brass.
Now your feet gonna be the same color as the rest of your body, right? You take your shoes off. Nobody's gonna have white feet, brown skin.
Right.
Your feet gonna be somewhat, might be a little bit lighter, but it's gonna be somewhat the same skin complexion as the rest of your skin.
Right.
So Christ had feet like brass. You know what color brass is? Brass, B-R-A-S-S. It's like a penny, copperish. All right, a penny is what color? Like brown.
Right.
So Christ had brown feet. You doing?
As if they burned in a furnace.
As what?
As if they burned in a furnace.
How dark was Christ?
As if they burned in a furnace.
Take that brown and burn it. What color is it gonna be? Black. So what color was Christ, brother? Black, brother. He looked like just like me and you. But he didn't call himself though black, brother.
Right.
He didn't call himself American black.
Right.
Christ called himself an Israelite.
Right.
He was from the tribe of Judah.
Right.
That's how we know we the Israelites. So more than likely you will be from the tribe of Judah as well, depending on your race and your nationality. Christ was a Jew. All right. So everything makes sense. So what we got to do, brother, in these last days? Now reality, right? sure. Give me Matthew 20 and 16. Now, it would be a change if we all come together, brother, but the truth is, we're not going to all come together. That's the truth. But the Lord is not choosing everybody to come together. The Most High is only choosing certain people. That's why everybody don't get this. God is only choosing a specific group of people. He's not choosing everybody. Because He don't want, everybody's not worthy. So if you listening to this and you understanding this, brother, hey, that's a good sign. The Most High is probably chosen.
Right.
The Lord is, give me Jeremiah chapter 3 and verse, Jeremiah 3, and I believe that's verse 14. Bring this up.
The book of Matthew, chapter 20 and verse 16.
No.
Matthew 20 and 16.
Matthew 20 and 16. Matthew chapter 20 verse 16.
No.
So the last shall be first, and the first last.
Right.
For many be called.
It says what?
For many be called.
That again.
For many be called.
You know what?
But few chosen.
For what?
But few chosen.
So many people is called to hear this. Only a specific group of people gonna be chosen.
Right.
Everybody's not gonna be chosen. So if you listening to this and you understand it makes sense, that's a good sign that you might be chosen by the Most High.
Right.
Right? You might be chosen because it's still a process you still gotta go through to be really found if you really chosen. It's a lot of stuff you gotta endure and you gotta go through and come out of that fire and still stand 10 toes to even be called chosen. You know what I'm saying? So read this.
This is the book of Jeremiah, chapter 3, verse 14.
No.
Turn, O backsliding children, saith the Lord.
Right?
For I am married unto you, and I will take you, one of a city,
One of a what?
one of a city,
You know what?
and two of a family.
The Most High, He chosen one of a city. And the city of Chicago is what? 3 million people, right? How many people in this city you actually think that really serving God for real? That's really actually walking the walk?
Care less.
See that? They saying it's weird now?
Care less.
Yeah. Yeah. Right. Right.
Okay, all right. You might take it from here. Right now, it's everything real.
Right.
Drop down, right up there.
That's good, but yeah, it's not weird. They think, well, you know what's really weird, brother? Turning up on a Saturday, women shaking their behind. That's weird to me.
Right.
All right, people getting drunk and smoking, like that's weird to me. All right, that is a sin. Anything that's a sin is weird to me. Man. Anytime I see a woman with no clothes on, I'm like, bro, she weird.
Right.
You don't have no clothes. That's weird to me. But so, I mean, all this little, like, this stuff is weird. Dudes that's game banging.
Prostitution, that's going on now.
Yeah,
A
prostitution.
whole lot of my prostitution.
So anything that's a sin,
Come on.
to me, I changed my mind to the point where that's weird to me. So they might think I'm weird for believing in the Bible. They think we weird for coming out here and preaching. They think that's weird. I don't really care what they think. It's about what God thinks. Because at the end of the day, if I do die, I'm not gonna stand before these people. I'm gonna stand before God. I'm gonna have to answer to Him. I'm not gonna have to answer to these people.
Right.
I'm not gonna have to answer to my mom.
Right.
I'm not gonna have to answer to my granny.
Right.
I'm not gonna have to answer to my father.
Right.
I'm gonna have to stand before the Lord.
Right.
And He gonna decide whether I enter into the kingdom or not. So why should I care about what other people think? Yep, that's right, brother. So all of those people that got that, we want to stay away from these people. No. Yeah, that's what he wants. Right. That's what you gotta kind of do. You gotta you got to walk on that straight and narrow path, right? Everybody's path is different, but you know, they got the same foundation. Same foundation as we the Israelites, and we got to keep God's commandments. You know what I'm saying? So you know any commandments according to the Bible? I know you know what some was sins, but you know any commandments we got to keep. You heard like thou shalt not steal? You never heard that, right? So you got commandments that God told us to keep. Our ancestors didn't keep these commandments. This is why the things that are happening to us right now are happening. All right, for a reason. Now you have sin. Give me 1 John 3 and 4. You know what sin is? Right, we're gonna show you.
Book of 1 John, chapter 3, verse 4. Whosoever committeth sin.
It says what?
Whosoever committeth sin.
Read that again.
Whosoever committeth sin.
Read that in the back for the scoffers.
Whosoever committeth sin.
Right?
Transgresseth also the law. For sin is the transgression of the law.
So sin is when you breaking God's laws. All right? Because you might do something bad. You might run a red light. That might be bad, but it's not a sin. You see what I'm saying? So a sin is something that is against God's law. Anything God tell you to do and you don't do it is a sin. That makes sense? Yeah, smoking is a sin. Nah, we gonna show you. 1 Corinthians 3:16. And smoke, God don't want you to smoke nothing.
1 Corinthians chapter 3, verse number 16. Know ye not that you are the temple of God?
Right, your body is the temple of God, you know what?
And that the Spirit of God,
And that the what?
and that the Spirit of God dwelleth in you.
Right.
If any man defile the temple of God.
If you defiling your body by smoking, drugs, pills, perks, any drink, getting drunk, sex, gossip, lying, all of that, you defiling your body, what's gonna happen?
Him shall God destroy.
Him shall what?
Him shall God destroy.
What's gonna happen?
Him shall God destroy.
The Lord can kill you. Right. See, God is not what people portray. People portray God to be so nice, He gonna forgive you. No, the Lord is a man of war. God will actually kill you. That's why a lot of people was dying, because the Lord is killing them because of their sins. That makes sense? You ain't know that, did you? Right. I'm gonna show you some wisdom. Give me Ecclesiastes 8 and 11.
You know?
Give me Ecclesiastes 8 and 11. Now, the way with this society in this world is so messed up that an evil man is gonna keep doing sins. He's gonna live forever. While the righteous, he might be doing something righteous and he might die early.
Right.
It's all time and chance. But for the most part, if you breaking the Lord's commandments, you don't have no protection over you. God is not protecting you. So anything can happen to you. Straight bullet, hit by a car, go broke, anything. But if you keeping God's commandments, give me Ecclesiastes 85, the Lord is going to protect you. Alright? That's why we bringing out these laws to see if you sin it. So smoking, that would be a sin. That's how you would know I'm sinning or not. Why are you smoking? I know you got tattoos. That would be a sin. You can't get no more tattoos. Yeah, according to the Bible. Let's get that real quick.
Wait, what chapter is that?
We finna show you real quick. Give me Leviticus 19. I know we holding a lot of precepts.
It's the book of Leviticus, chapter 19, verse 28. Ye shall not make any cuttings in your flesh for the dead, nor print any marks upon you.
Nor what?
Nor print any marks upon you.
What does it mean if you print a mark upon you?
Hold on, brother.
What about like smoking weed?
You step up the
My bad, I'm sorry.
Yeah, we just went over that. Smoking weed is a sin. You can't be smoking weed. Marijuana is a herb. It's used for you to consume, meaning eat it. If you really need it though.
So what about smoking it that makes it like a sin?
You said what?
What about smoking that makes it a sin? You're supposed to eat it, so what about smoking that makes it a sin?
Because when you smoking, you got all all that smoke, it starts to follow your body in the inside. That's that temple. It's a sin,
Wicked spirit.
right? It's an evil spirit. That's why when you smoke, first time you smoke, you got that. That's because your body is telling you it's going through a chain reaction with those chemicals. It's telling you this is not supposed to be in my body. Your body is programmed to survive. So when you put harmful stuff in your body is gonna let you know that this is not supposed to be in you. If that makes sense.
Yeah, that makes sense. But I gotta go. Keep doing what y'all doing though. What's your race?
Alright, but you an Israelite. Alright.
What is that?
So give me that. Ecclesiastes 8:11.
This the book of Ecclesiastes, chapter 8, verse 11. Because sentence against an evil work is not executed speedily.
Right. So just because something bad doesn't happen when you sin or do something wrong right away, we don't.
Therefore, the heart of the sons of men is fully set in them to do evil.
That's why people keep sinning, because they don't get judged right away for it. So that you might go off, you might sin, and you like, dang, God didn't even judge me for it. Maybe He's not looking, right? I'm not saying you know. I'm saying this is what a majority of the people think. Yeah, that's good. Yeah. Yeah. For sure, that's how it's supposed to be, brother. That's how it's supposed to be, brother. You want to have that fear of the Lord. But you got a lot of people, they don't fear God. They go off, they say, dang, hey, the Most High ain't judged me yet. Man, maybe he ain't see that. He was probably asleep or something. And they do it again. And they keep doing it. And they keep doing it. And they keep doing it. Read on.
Verse 12. Though a sinner do evil 100 times.
Says what?
Though a sinner do evil 100 times. And his days be prolonged.
And his what?
And his days be prolonged. Yet surely I know that it shall be well with them that fear God.
That what?
That fear God.
What we gotta do?
That fear God.
So regardless of what all these other people is doing, because they might be sinning and it look like they having a good time.
Right.
Doing that sin. Whole time God said, although they doing that, just know at the end of the day it's gonna be good with those that's actually following me.
Right.
That's actually obeying my word.
Right.
Keeping his commandments.
Right.
Right? Bring this up. Proverbs 12.
Proverbs 12:21. There shall no evil happen to the just.
There shall what?
There shall no evil happen to the just.
So if you doing what you're supposed to be doing, you're not sinning, ain't no evil is gonna happen to you, brother. You don't got nothing to worry about. You doing?
But the wicked shall be filled with mischief.
But the what?
But the wicked shall be filled with mischief.
Right, the wicked, they're gonna fall into destruction and be destroyed. The Lord said in Sirach, let me get that in Sirach chapter 11. I believe that's verse 7. 11 and 9. The Lord said, envy not the glory of a sinner. Alright? You got a precept?
This is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 7 and verse 9 in NLT. Understand, therefore, that the Lord your God is indeed God. He is a faithful God who keeps his covenant for 1,000 generations and lavishes his unfailing love on those who love him and obey his commandments. But he does not hesitate to punish and destroy those who reject him.
Yeah. So if you reject God, the Lord is not going to hesitate to destroy you. It might not be right away, but the Lord is going to get you when you least expect it. When everything is going good, you don't got a care in the world, then hey, the Lord going to get up with you. Yeah. You gotta stop because you use it at the cope whole time. You got different other things you can use to cope with that. Right. Have you ever prayed? You felt that spirit, you pray. Have you ever fasted before? 24 hours, no eating or drinking nothing. That's a real fast. A real fast is not eating or drinking anything for 24 hours. That's gonna get evil spirits off of you. Give me Mark 9:29. That's gonna get evil spirits off of you. That's gonna boost your consciousness. Alright? It's healthy for you on a physical level. So fasting is a lot of things. Fasting makes your voice to be heard on high when you pray. So you want to use fasting and prayer to stop smoking. Use that fasting and prayer to start coping with how you feel. That's going to heal you versus you smoking, because after that high go away, you still going to be feeling the same way. You're going to have the same problems you still going to have to deal with. You got to face those problems head on and don't use weed to escape that reality. That's what quote unquote weak people do. Instead of a real man facing on those problems head on and dealing with them.
Right.
So bring this up.
Mark chapter 9 and verse number
29.
verse 29.
Bring it out.
And he said unto them, this kind can come forth by nothing but by prayer and fasting.
By what?
But by prayer and fasting.
We gotta do.
But by prayer and fasting.
You wanna make sure you pray and fast, brother.
Right.
Make sure you're around the right group of people.
Right.
Make sure you reading.
Right.
Make sure you studying.
Right.
All of those things help. You see what I'm saying? Now, do you know how to pray? Talking about the Lord's Prayer. Because according to the Bible, it's a proper way you have to pray. Believe it or not, how you might think you might be talking to him, man to man, you can't talk to the Lord like that.
Right.
For one, the Lord is not even a man, so where you can talk to him face to face. Like, yeah, I'm dealing with this, da 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 da. It's a certain way you got to even come before him, because how powerful he is. Right? You got the 4 angels, and they bow down before the Lord. They get on their knees, right, with their face toward the earth when they come before the Lord. So when you praying, give me that in Matthew 26:39. When you praying, you got to get on your knees with your face toward the dust, and you got to come up and you got to face towards the east. Because God, how we think He is not like how me and you talking right now. He's so powerful and so on a high spiritual level. It's a certain way you got to even come to Him. And a lot of the prayers we do throw up, He not even hearing them, unless He really want to hear them on a deeper level. So if you in sin, real quick, the brother give me John 9:31. If you sin and God don't even hear your prayers, we're gonna show you that.
John chapter 9 and verse 31. Now we know that God heareth not sinners.
That what?
That
God heareth not sinners.
So if you in any type of sin, God is not even hearing it. God don't hear sinners. Read on.
But if any man be a worshiper of God and doeth His will,
You're a worshiper and you doing His will. You doing what you're supposed to be doing. Read on.
him he heareth.
Him he what?
Him he heareth.
Them the only things that's the only person he gonna hear.
Right.
That makes sense?
Yes, sir.
That makes sense, brother? Matthew 26:39.
This is the book of Matthew, chapter 26, verse 39.
Bring it out.
And he went a little farther and fell on his face.
And what?
And fell on his face.
What did Christ do?
And fell on his face.
What Yahushua do?
And fell on his face.
So when Yahushua went to go pray, he didn't do this. Oh man. One of them days, Most High, one of them days. Right? Kind of cracked his back a little bit. Right? Yeah, how you feeling? How you been? How you feeling? Big dog? Nah, the Lord didn't do that. Right? He went to go pray to the Most High. He said, "Nah, come before the Most High God." Right? With his knees on the ground, his face towards the earth. That's how humble you gotta come before him. You gotta come before him humble. Right. And meekness. You know what?
And fell on his face and prayed, saying, "O my Father, if it be possible, let this cup pass from me. Nevertheless, not as I will, but as thou wilt."
Yeah. So, brother, it's a whole way to, according to the Bible, to even pray. Now we're gonna show you, so you look like you gotta dip. So we're gonna show you a couple things about prayer that you're gonna have to do when you pray, because we want God to hear your prayers. All right, but it's a certain routine, it's a certain thing you gotta, go about it. That makes sense.
I had to write it down. I remember.
How are we gonna show you? Give me 1 Corinthians 11 and 3. Give me
know?
Daniel 6 and 10.
1 Corinthians chapter 11 and verse 3.
Bring it out.
But I would have you know that the head of every man is Christ, and the head of the woman is the man, and the head of Christ is God.
So it goes the Most High, it goes Christ, man, and then woman, in that order. You doing?
Every man praying or prophesying, having his head covered, dishonoreth his head.
So when you pray as a man, you want to make sure you have your head uncovered. If you have your head covered as a man, you will be dishonoring your head. Your head is Christ. The head of Christ is God. So it's an order to this. You doing?
For every woman that prayeth or prophesieth with her head uncovered, dishonoreth her head.
And if a woman is praying, she has to have her head covered. All right? That's what the Lord said. When you praying, or even when you prophesying. Give me Daniel 6 and 10. Give me Sirach 18 and 23.
It's the book of Daniel, chapter 6, verse 10. Now when Daniel knew that the writing was signed, he went into his own house. He went into his house, and his windows being open in his chamber toward Jerusalem.
Or where?
Toward Jerusalem.
Now, Jerusalem is our homeland. That's toward the east. So if you got a compass on your phone, when you praying, you want to make sure you pray toward the east, with your head uncovered, right? When you on the floor with your face toward the earth. All right, that's how you supposed to pray. And not even on that, when you coming before God, you don't want to just say anything. You want to make sure you have something prepared, but know what you finna say, know what you finna pray about, and you don't want to just come up there and freestyle it. You see what I'm saying? Sirach 18:23.
Sirach 18 and verse 23.
Bring it out.
Before thou prayest,
Before what?
before thou prayest,
You know what?
prepare thyself.
Do what?
Prepare thyself.
You know what?
Be not as one that tempteth the Lord.
Because if you coming before God, you trying to pray, but you don't even know what you finna go into, hey, God could get angry and say, man, you playing around. All right, give me Matthew 6 and 6. Another thing when you pray, you don't want to be praying where everybody can see you. You want to make sure you praying and where it's just you and the Most High, where it's just you by yourself. All right, read this.
It's the book of Matthew, chapter 6, verse 6.
Bring it out.
But thou, when thou prayest, enter into thy closet, and when thou hast shut thy door, pray to thy Father which is in secret.
Do what?
Pray to thy Father which is in secret.
You know what?
And thy Father which seeth in secret shall reward thee openly.
All right, you heard that, brother? All right, so what did it say? All right, read it again.
This is the book of Matthew, chapter 6, verse 6.
Bring it out.
But thou, when thou prayest, enter into thy closet, and when thou hast shut thy door, pray to thy Father which is in secret.
So you want to make sure you pray to the Father where it's just you and him. All right, in a secret place. That's what we want to do. Yeah, that's what we want to do. You want to go upstairs in a quiet place, whereas you and him, you want to make sure you pray.
Right.
And even when you praying, God has a name, brother. Believe it or not, God is just a title. All right. What's your name? You told me? Yeah, you got a name. If I call you Jalen, you're not gonna answer me.
Right.
All right. It's the same thing with the Most High. God has a name. So when you praying, you wanna call him by his proper name.
Right.
Now in the Hebrew, this is our old language, because we didn't always know English. English is what was taught to us. All right, English is what our slave master taught us. So you have Yahweh and you have Yahweh Shai. All right, Yahweh is the name of the Father, right? And then you have Yahweh Shai, that's the name of the Son.
Right.
So you might want to take a picture of this, and when you pray, you want to pray to this name. Say what? All right, you got the pronunciation. So you read it from the right to the left. So you have Yah. Yep, Yahweh. Yeah, Yahweh shot. All right. So you said what? You said what? No, that's not the whole name. This the name of the Father. This the name of the Son. Yeah, that's the name of the Son. Yahweh shot. Yeah, Yahweh shot. And then you said what? Yeah, Yahweh shot. And then you got the name of the Father, which is Yahweh. Yahweh. That's his true name. Before English came, because there's no letter J. There's no letter J in the Hebrew. Right? English, the language English was just created around the 1600s. All right? You got an old English, but you got different languages in the earth. We didn't always speak English. So his name couldn't have been Jesus or God. So when you go back to the Hebrew, which is this language, it's the real name of the Most High, Yahweh, and then you have his son, which people say Jesus Christ, Yahweh Shai.
Right.
That makes sense?
Somebody told me that, but the first one told me it was Messiah. I thought it was Messiah. Told me it was Messiah.
Now Messiah, that's just another title. Alright? Just like LeBron James, he got different titles. King James,
Right.
the GOAT,
Right.
right? Bron,
Right.
what they call him, Brody? No, that's not the Brody. What else they call LeBron? Or Michael Jordan, they call him MJ,
Right.
Air Jordan,
Right.
Mr. 2-3,
Right.
Black Panther.
Right.
You said what?
His airness.
His airness,
Right.
Black Jesus,
Right.
right? So he got different titles to him, but his real name is Michael Jordan.
Right.
If that makes sense. It's the same thing with God. His real name is Yahweh, but he got different titles to him. God Almighty,
Right.
all right? As they say, Jehovah,
Right.
right? Jehovah Jireh,
Right.
all right? The King of Terrors,
Ancient of days.
the Ancient of Days.
Right.
He got different titles to him. You know, same thing with Yahweh Shai. He got the King of Kings,
Right.
the Lion from the tribe of Judah,
Right.
all right? Son of the Messiah,
Right.
Hamashiach,
Right.
all right? The King, the Prince of Peace,
Right.
all right? The Redeemer,
Right.
the Lamb. So, hey, it's the same thing, brother.
I ain't gonna lie, y'all just taught me. Y'all just taught me that right. I was doing wrong, and I wasn't, but I thought I was doing wrong.
Well, all praise, that's what we think until another man comes over and examines you, you know? So all praise to him. That's what we out here for, brother. We out here to give our people on the right track. Huh? Yeah, I got a number. Take it out. I got an Instagram too, if you want to do that. It don't matter. It don't even matter.
All praise. The Israelites, man.
Alright, so you got any questions or something, just hit me up.
I got a few questions.
For sure, I definitely just hit me up and I got you. Alright. Praise God. Alright, you been looking at brother repent. Are you an Israelite, brother? You gave him a fire? Okay. Give him a starter pack too. Alright. So with that, we're going to give all honor and glory to the Most High God, Yahweh, Ba'ashem HaMashiach, from Yahushua. Kwame Yashala.
Kwame Yashala.
Kwame Yashala.
Kwame Yashala.
Kwame Yashala.